All right, let's go ahead and get today up and rolling. How is our watch list doing? Now, I'm not really a huge fan of anything right at the moment, and I'm going to go actually jump on to live on YouTube and also live on Alpha Day Trading. So we'll see. I have to listen to Josh here. Let me know when my cue. Let's go ahead and jump in here. Start video call. Maybe later. Share your screen.
As I was saying earlier, such a great guy and a great trader, brings a lot of value, a lot of insights to the table.
Hold on, I need to. How am I gonna fix this?
Do some commentary for us today. I don't think it's the right now. I don't think it's the
Push to talk. Sorry for the echo, guys. Give me one sec.
Really.
There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and jump into today's watch list. Now, I'm not really too fond of anything at the moment. Let's go ahead and cover. We have BL. Oh, we have BLPH. Actually, we broke out of that previous high. That was a perfect downtrend break. We have a nice bull flag, increasing volume. Then we had a nice increasing volume with a shooting star candle. Now, that is a good indication that we are going to pop. And as we know, we did. So I am excited for that. That was perfect. Let's go. I am excited for BLHP. Now, they are higher trading. Positive top line data from phase 2 acute dose study. Basically a phase 2, which phase 2 is a keyword. Now, we have keywords that we look out for when we are looking at news. That is definitely something that we have to why isn't this working? Hello, can you hear me? Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, yeah, guys, you gotta give me one sec. We're going to actually, I'm reloading everything, making sure everything's kind of working live wherever I need to be so we can all... Let's see if this works now. Boom. Should work. There we go. Excuse me. Hello. Can you hear me?
If you are live, let's go ahead and tap into desktop audio real quick. Just go ahead and do this little mic check.
Mic check. Hello. My camera's not working for some reason.
I just gotta switch this around real quick. We're all set. 3, 2, 1, go ahead and keep talking.
Hello. Can you hear me? Yep. Hello. Can you hear me?
There we go. There. Fantastic. So, Cole.
Good morning. Trying to match the energy.
Definitely overdoing the energy. I love it a lot. So, again, guys, Cole is such an awesome guy. He's going to be doing some commentary. I'm still here. I'm still on the mic. Until about 9:30. But I'm going to let Cole dive into everything and go ahead and review what's going on this morning at the pre-markets, the news, what we're looking at, why we're looking at it, and if there's anything that you guys would like to add, please put that in chat like we normally do. And if there's anything I would like to add, I will go ahead and do that as well. But let's get Cole a big old round of applause, a big old thank you, and he's going to absolutely crush it today like you. All that Cole,
Awesome. Let's go ahead and jump into our watch list. Now I have 5 stocks on the watch list at the moment. Let me go ahead and actually pull up the scanners, make sure I'm not missing anything. It doesn't seem like I am. I'm not really. I'm only worried about the top stocks that are gapping up with news. Now we have BLPH with a phase 2 acute dose. I'm not even gonna try to say that. Study of INO pulls from treatment of pulmonary hyperextension associated with skull. No. But phase 2 is a key word that we have to watch out for when we are looking at news, and we are gapping up pretty significantly. We did have a strong move we broke above the high and pulled back. I wouldn't be surprised. And we are seeing this potential market maker move where we do crack the high, pull back, and only have wicks break the high before we actually pull back more. Now, I would be looking for a stronger pull, like maybe down to around 330 potentially. I would like to find a bottom before I actually jump into this as a trade. And then we have GNFT. Now, I am looking for the break the downtrend. It's a little choppy, so I'm not going to trade it, and it's just in this downward channel. I'm not a huge fan of this price action at all to trade in. It's just very, very choppy. But we have shares are trading higher for the company, and I announced an exclusive licensing agreement for, there's so many words here that I just cannot pronounce. But the announcement on exclusive licensing, that is a nice press release. They also have on liver drug disease license deal. So that's very, very good. Some good news. We have SPRB. Now, with a price target of 15. So that's also very good news. We can see that we absolutely pumped. I would like to see a break the downturn. As we know, sometimes they have a price target of 15 and they absolutely dump for the day, because I've been caught with that so many times. Now, and we have WTT. Now, I was looking for this to hold this wedge and kind of break out, but it did not happen. And I was looking for the double bottom, but it did not hold. It looks like we gapped down a little bit. So actually, this is definitely one of my back burner plays now. I'm not really watching this as much because we did break that previous low. We also have ADGI. Now, ADGI oversubscribed 650 million fund to 7 to invest in transformative life science companies. So we did break that downtrend. We were nice flagging, and it looks like we are getting back up into those pre-market highs as a nice resistance. I assume we're going to find resistance on 17. Looking for the break sometime soon. Honestly, I think we have room back up to these previous highs. The 5 days. Why can't I scroll back? Oh, let me go ahead and actually jump over the 5-day, 5-minute, and I can't scroll back even more. Let's go ahead and jump back. I do think we will find some resistance. If we do break, we're going to find some resistance at 20, obviously, as a natural resistance level. And then we have some slight resistance at 23 and 26. Now, they have a price target of, I believe, 46. That came out yesterday. And they had a agreement where, oversubscribed for 650 million fund. I was already reading that. But that they also have some pretty good news, and we're going to keep that definitely on watch. Oh, I want to go to on the 1 minute. And really, let's go ahead and now jump into our support and resistance levels. Now, when we crack this level, right now we're sitting at around 350 for BLPH. Now at 350, we're going to find some resistance at 386. And potentially $4 natural resistance break over there. We have the 200-day SMA, 200-day SMA on the daily at 423. So that's also going to be some resistance. If we crack that, we're coming up to 5. Not much resistance there. Break 5, we have room up to 572. Now, usually when this stock gaps up, we can see gaps up significantly, gives everything back. Gaps up significantly, gives everything back. We can see we gap up significantly and we don't really run. So we got to keep this one on watch, because gaps up significantly, pulls everything back, and we have another day where we gap up and run. So it's really about, there's more days where we pull back after we gap up than we do absolutely run. So that's definitely something we have to keep on watch. And we're separated by the volume. We have GNFT. We are sitting right around 450. Now, I would like to break this downtrend. Again, I don't like this downward channel. It's just really choppy. Break over 4. Again, those highs we at 5. I mean, we have room back up to fill this gap, back up at 550. 550, that's going to be our first target. Then we also have some room back up to, some slight resistance at 560, 565, and then room up to $6. Now, if we do not hold this previous low at 443, I think we're going to come down to around 420, 419. And if we break below there, I'm going to delete it off the watch list. Not looking to trade this at all. We have SPRB. Now, we're getting a nice double bottom with increasing volume. Very high volume on a doji candle. That should be a very, very good sign to jump in. If you ever see that right before, oh, you know that it's going to absolutely move the next day. And that's exactly what happened. We're gapping up currently. Oh, that closed pretty high. We're not gapping up too high, actually. We kind of pulled up, and now we're just giving everything back. I am looking for it to break this downtrend and continue. Our first targets are again going to be 310, 327, and then the high at 345. Now, when we gap up significantly, we gapped up, pull back. And I'm not really seeing anything else, really, so that's the only kind of evidence that we have. Gapped up and pulled back, so we do got to be worried about that. And we could be entering into a nice a buying climax where we pump up, pull back, pump up, pull back. So we do got to keep that on watch as well. We might pump up for a few days, but I do expect it to pull back, and we might see another high relative volume day to kind of bottom out on this downtrend. And if we do crack above the 9 and 20 EMA, I do expect it to squeeze above, and we did squeeze above the 50 SMA. And honestly, if we can hold all these EMAs and SMAs, we might be able to have room back up to $10 at 200 SMA for a nice swing trade. We have ADGI, very, very choppy. I'm going to go ahead and delete these previous trend lines. If I can click it. Looks like I can't even. There it is. We have room to fill the gap back up with 33.9 or 34. Again, they have the price target of 46, so I don't think that's impossible. I think we can definitely do that. And give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to change which account I'm streaming on TikTok. Thank you, guys. I'm not really getting that much traction here, so I'm going to go to my other account. All right. Okay, so we should get some traction on this account now. Hopefully, I'll be able to funnel some people over to YouTube, and eventually, when the new platform is, funnel people over to the multicast trading platform for Alpha. I'm really excited for that. Been in the new platform, and it looks absolutely amazing. Josh, you've done an amazing job with it. I'm really excited. Now we have WTT again, break. Not really liking it at all. Just we might have a possible downtrend on the play. It's just not the cleanest, so I wouldn't be taking this. It's not an A+ setup. Good morning, Jacob. How are you doing? I can hear both of you guys. Oh, I can't hear Josh. I don't know if Josh is talking. I have my volume turned down for Alpha so I don't get any echo. Yes, I can't hear you, Josh. I can have it to where I can hear you. Give me 1 second. And there, now I can hear you. Yes.
I was going to say, I'm going to jump on the mic real quick.
Yep.
We actually just had another press release. Right, so AL's in here just at press release at 9 o'clock. Announcing top line positive data.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and mute mine. All right, guys. So right now we are covering our watch list. We have BLPH. That is definitely one that we're going to watch. We have a nice market maker move. Looks like it's going to build up. I want to see a nice double bottom, though, before I actually jump into this, just because it's not a good entry. We didn't have a good, solid entry. You might have been able to get a bounce off VWAP, but it's just something that I'm not.
That's just a bad stock, isn't it? AL's in is a terrible stock.
Ooh, sorry, guys.
6.66 million. So we got to stay away from this one. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, we have good news. We can see really good volume moving in.
Oh, very. There's probably some echo.
15 minutes.
All right, so let me make sure there's no echo. Okay, there's not any. Now, our watch list today is pretty small. We only have 5 stocks that we're watching. Again, BLPH is getting that resistance, so let's see if we can have a nice downtrend that we could possibly break. I'm going to do it off the wicks. Now we have GNFT. Now, GNFT is not something that I like to see because it's in this downward channel that I don't like whatsoever. I don't like this price action. This price action is super just something that I don't like. We have SPRB. Now, SPRB could be forming a nice falling wedge. It's not really a falling wedge, more of a downward channel, so I would not be trading the wedge. Maybe for the break of this trend line to the upside, that would be something that we have to watch. And we have ADGI absolutely pumping right now, about to break this previous high. I would like to see a pullback. Using the Elliott wave theory, we have the first move, pullback, and let's go ahead and see where we can, if we do break this level, where are we going to go? So we pulled back right to that 23% level. So let's go ahead and use our Fibonacci retracements here. Again, that's right at that level where it's finding resistance. That's how you can use Fibonacci retracements if you do not have prior resistance. So we have some resistance at this level, so that gives us confirmation, and the Fibonacci retracements give us confirmation. Now we have increasing volume on a potential, on a candle that has a higher upper wick and a smaller spread than the previous. That is the first sign to jump out of this trade. SBET. SBET. Let's see, yes, okay. Very choppy on the daily. I would not be, or on the 1 minute and 5 minute, do not be trading it. Look, I would wait for a bottom. I don't see any kind of relative volume to really to really tell us that we have a reversal coming. We might have a potential double bottom. We had increasing volume on this candle with a bearish reaction. Let's see if we can get back above that level with some increasing volume at 250. Break over 250, we might hold the 9 EMA. 9 EMA might squeeze us above the 20, and then room back up to really $3 and then 350 where that 50 SMA is. So there could be a potential bottoming coming. We'll have to see what happens. And then we are also going to, if you guys could like the stream, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you, Devin. Thank you. I'm not really liking any, I haven't taken any trades. I've been sitting here for around close to an hour now. No trades. I've seen some good setups, but I have wanted to save my capital just in case we see a nice, better trade and I don't want to end the day. Again, ADGI hitting that resistance level absolutely perfectly. We saw that the stopping volume and the resistance level and the Fibonacci retracements all told us that we were going to pull back. Now it pulled back. Is this going to be a big pullback or a small pullback? We'll have to see what happens with the volume if it matches the price action. Now we do have a nice uptrend. Not really the best. Oh, we kind of do. Oh, that's on the tick chart. Excuse me. And it's not really the cleanest. I would be looking for a bigger pullback here. We are getting some RSI divergence. We are making lower. So RSI divergence is where it makes lower lows. So we're making lower lows or lower highs on the RSI, but we're making higher highs on the price action. So that is definitely a bearish reversal. And it could be also for the stochastic divergence as well. So there's 4 or 5 reasons why this turned at this level, and you could have gotten out right at the top. And that's the beauty of volume price analysis and doing technical analysis. Awesome. I think Josh hopped off the mic. Okay. And right now, again, ADGI, there's multiple reasons why we stopped at this level. Again, it's this prior resistance. And again, the stopping volume. We have increasing volume on this spread with an upper wick and arguably a smaller spread than the previous candle. That is your first sign to get out. Also, we have RSI divergence from this high This RSI, this high is lower than this previous high, but the price action is still moving higher. So there's already two reasons why it was going to turn there. Then if we use Fibonacci retracements, we can also see that we pulled back right into that 23.6% level. And if we use our extensions, the 23.6% level is right on that resistance level. So there, right there, there's three reasons that this was going to turn at this level. So we have to see where we can find a bottom potentially, make sure that this is not going to turn into a head and shoulders pattern, and we want to continue to catch this move higher. We have, again, WTT. It looks like I'm just going to keep, this is a back burner play. I'm not really watching it. It didn't hold the wedge, didn't hold the double bottom. I am not a fan of this. But they did get 24.25 million in cash, which is that's a good amount of money. So I do think that this has the potential to move. But we're going to keep our eyes on ADGI. Not really on SPRT. Right now, the top stock to watch, in my opinion, is going to be ADGI, making those highs, looking for the break of that pre-market high at $17. We have a PLPH, or BLPH, excuse me, for the break of this trend line, and, you know, a nice market maker pattern where we crack the previous high, have a sharp pullback, liquidate everybody, buy up the shares before we actually continue higher. Now, we have GNFT. Again, this is not something that I like. I don't like this. That choppiness is something. And triple witching is the simultaneous expiration of stock options, stock index futures, and stock index options contracts all on the same trading day. This happens 4 times a year on the third Friday of March, June, September, and December. That's good to know. So right now I'm not really seeing too many things. And there's that big pullback for ADGI. Look, we have increasing volume. Let's see if we can get a nice bottom here, maybe a nice bounce off VWAP. We might be able to see this continue to move. That is today, so we can expect extra high volatility from the triple witching. Now, we are also, if we're sorting by volume, ADGI has the highest volume right now. We have ALZN. What is ALZN doing? Not really a huge fan. I might keep this on for a back burner. Founder tweet, just an amazing data in my opinion. Announces positive top-line data from phase 1, first in human clinical trial. So again, the phase 1, that's a hot keyword that we have to watch out for. In ADGI, I am looking for it to break 17. Break 17, we have room up to 18 and potentially 20. So I do really, really like this. Looks like we do have room lower, and we have 8 minutes left until market open. Oh, there's a BLPH, nice bounce, just absolutely spike with increasing volume. If we don't break this 377 level here soon, or break on this candle the next few candles, I would be pretty bearish for a double top. Looks like we are hitting some sellers at the moment, which is not what we want to see. Not at all. Don't really see anything on the level 2. Don't really see any big sellers at the moment, so looks like, let's see if buyers can absorb this selling pressure and continue to push it higher. Because this really high volume on this shooting star candle is not good at all with this upper wick. I do think we'll have room lower. Yep, that does not look good at all. The rug pull, guys. Rug pull, rug pull, rug pull. We had a rug pull here. Popped up, rug pull. Not really a rug pull, but just a nice pullback. Again, we can already see that. Again, it's Friday. It's going to be slower, but it is the triple witching as well, so that might cancel it out a little bit. ADGI, decreasing volume on this slight uptrend. I do think we have room lower. I think we're going to probably bounce off VWAP and the 50 SMA. Let's see if we can get a nice solid reversal. I'm glad that we're not popping up to this previous, to around 1640, 1650, because then it would be more of a head and shoulders pattern. It kind of is, but it's not the cleanest. So thank you guys. If you guys could tap the screen and share the live, I would really appreciate it on TikTok. And come over to the YouTube so you can see my screen much better. Links in bio. Come over to the YouTube. And I'll be able to see and interact with you guys much, much more. We have, again, right now, oh, we are getting a bullish reaction. I don't like this very light volume, though. Or, I mean, it's not light compared to the previous candles, but compared to this candle, it's not as much. So that tells me it could possibly be a short-term trend. I do want to see this kind of, we have the GNFT. Again, not really doing anything. I want to see this break this downtrend and continue to move higher. SPRT, there it is. It broke this out of this, broke to the downside. It's looking like it's coming for a retest, decreasing volume on this candle. It looks like we might have room lower, which is unfortunate. Break that. Let's see where it can go. I mean, right now it's sitting at around 286. So when we break that, I think we could see it come down to potentially, I mean, 262. That would be unfortunate, but again, there's not much resistance or support until then. So yeah, definitely if we hold this and continue lower, I'm not going to look to trade this really, because I do think we have more opportunity with ADGI and BLPH. Again, ADGI is, or BLPH looks like, I would still be very careful right now with BLPH with the rug pulls at the moment. So ADGI looks like our best stock to watch at the moment. I'm not seeing any. Good morning. How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Is there any stocks you guys are watching that I might have missed? Let's go ahead and actually cover our large caps and look at the SPY at the moment. Just dumping the SPY, dumping. This could be a market maker. Oh, not a huge fan of it. We did cross that previous high, 74. Or is that at that level? Yeah, it is a new high, pre-market high. Dumped that day. Again, this could just be a market maker move. Anything can happen because, again, this is the one where we actually break above, close back below the previous high, and have a sharp pullback. So let's see if we can possibly get a bottom, maybe around, I don't want to see it below 462. Anybody know how to get Webull options to update real time? Used to get messages delayed, had to pay $3 a month, but don't have to. I'm not too sure. I don't really use Webull. I use TD Ameritrade's options chain. We have AMD. So, I mean, really, I'm not looking for anything on the SPY. I want to see this potentially. I don't want to see the SPY break. Oh, it looks like we already are breaking 462. Oh, gapping down. We might be able to see a bounce then off maybe 460. I'm not really a fan of it right now, especially with the triple witching. You have to be careful. We have AMD, sharp pullback. I'd like this decreasing volume pullback though. Might have a nice inverse head and shoulders pattern. It's not the cleanest inverse head and shoulders pattern, but it still could possibly work out to be. We have a nice higher low as well. And we're squeezed. The moving averages are squeezed on the 4-hour. We could possibly break to another direction. We'll have to see what happens as well. AMC, guys. AMC, yeah, just dumping. I think I'm actually going to delete this off my large cap watch list. I'm not a really huge fan of AMC. I was looking for the bounce off this wedge because I did think that traders were going to take it much higher, but no, lost all hype. We do have crowd, and not really looking for anything for crowd at the moment. We've Nvidia. It looks like a very large red day in the market yesterday, which is unfortunate, but does make for good buying opportunities. Again, we have around 2 minutes left till market open. I'm going to go ahead and skim through these, look for any potential opportunities that I see, and I'm not really seeing in. Oh man, SE is absolutely dumping right now. Man, I should have sold at the top. I got 10 shares at 140 that I've been holding for a while. Should have sold at the top, but I missed it. I'm like, now it's okay. Just kind of was like, I'm just going to hold for a long time. We have Airbnb. Not liking Airbnb at all. Facebook made a previous low. Let's see if we can actually hold this trend line now. Maybe an inverse head and shoulders pattern with the break of this downtrend. We might be able to come back up to 250, maybe even 260. Fill this gap at 260 or 364. Excuse me. Webull is no longer free. I'm not too sure. I think it's. Do they have commissions for just normal equities? I'm not too sure. DraftKings not liking it at all. Tesla's just something. Do you have a downtrend to play? So we'll see if we can make a nice higher low, break that, might room back up to the 200 SMA, come back and retest it. Lucid is having a good pullback. Rivian, this is what we're talking. It's just told you Rivian is not something. Bro, you there? Yeah, I'm here. I'm just focusing on my actual other chat and on YouTube, so it's hard for me to see TikTok. Come over to YouTube, but I can actually see your guys' messages. Let's go ahead and jump into our watch list. The ADGI is live. ADGI is live. Nice panic pop. I would not be a buyer here. It's just, again, it's you don't have to make a trade. It's okay. We have BLPH. Again, that one nice watch out long. It's GNFT absolutely dumping. Again, this is the one. This is sideways consolidation. Not a fan of it. We have SPRT. Ooh, looks like we're going to continue. SPRB, excuse me. WITT looks like a potential bottom. ALZN. Again, right now our top stocks is going to be ADGI. Looks like it is moving up now pretty strong. That washout long was absolutely beautiful if you guys were able to capitalize on it. Looks like, I mean, halt levels at 1738. Let's see if this can catch some. Looks like we're kind of flagging here on the tick chart. Let's see what happens here. It looks like we might continue to pump here. Yep. There it is, pumping up, but it does look like we're losing steam from this first move. Yep, there was the dump. I am looking for a potential another pullback, a sharp pullback, maybe down to around 1628. Let's see what happens. Yep, we have ADGI. Again, there's the pullback. I want to see more of a pullback here. Let's go ahead and use a Fibonacci retracement from this low to the high. Again, we're pulling back. I want to see it pull back right to 1620. So we can see we have a nice red to green move on the tick chart. We had a nice pullback, but we are pulling back more. I want to see a potential bottom. I'm not liking this at all for ADGI. Yep. Very, very strong momentum to the downside. Halt levels at 1484. Again, my halt levels aren't super they are pretty accurate in the range, but it's not to the penny because it's not built into the system. This is coded by somebody. BLPH is kind of moving. I like it. This could be nice, an ascending triangle break. Let's see. That increasing volume on a doji candle is scaring me. We have 20 seconds left. If we have a smaller spread than this previous candle on increasing volume, that's not a good sign. SPRT not liking it at all. We have WTT8, and we don't really have anything that's halted at the moment. So I would say our top stocks is going to be ADGI, looking for a bottom, and BLPH here. Don't liking that really, really strong upper wick. Looks like we are going to have room lower. Maybe this is just the retest of the downtrend. You never know. We haven't come back and retested it yet. So I think we're going to see maybe some buyers step in here around 15 to 1520. So let's see. I'm not going to try to catch a falling knife here. I'm going to wait a little bit. I want to see an increasing volume doji candle before, if I even do try to jump in for the dip. It's, again, this is a very risky trade right here. I don't see any big buyers kind of stepping in at this level. We do have more green on the times and sales. It's come a nice retest. I would like to see a double bottom. BLPH again, rug pull, not liking it at all. GNFT, again, could be a nice red to green move, not the cleanest though. Looking for the break of this downturn on the tick chart. Not really super clean, not going to take it. I'm not a fan of this price action at all. Plus, the volume is only 2 million. We do have more on ADGI, which is... Again, I'm not really seeing anything right out of the gate. My friend, we have WOT. Let's go ahead and take a peek at it. Not working. Can't find it. So I do want to see a more... Oh. Looks like we're about to break this previous low here. Broke the trend line. Again, that's why I didn't buy that, because it looked like all this big selling pressure. I didn't buy off the trend line. If we were coming down a little bit more, more of an angle, then I potentially would be able... But it looks like we might be starting to form an inverse head and shoulders pattern on the tick. Might transfer over into the 1 minute, and hopefully that will transfer over into the 5 minute. I would like to see increasing volume on this candle. We still have 4 minutes left. There it is. Maybe see a nice pullback down to 15 or so. Might go ahead and start a position. Gonna just scale into this one. Looks like it's gonna dump. My stop is low a day. That's why you... Looks like I'm gonna have to sell it. Oh, nope. Didn't make a previous low. Could be a nice retest. Let's see if this can continue going. Let's see if this can make a nice higher low. We have a double bottom here. Let's see what can happen. That's why I only scaled in with a little bit. Is looking pretty bearish, but these doji candles are giving me some hope. Let's see if we can actually hold this level here. Nice retest. And my stop is low a day. I'm going to put my hard stop in the system. See what happens. I was going to try to scale in with around... Oh, looks like it might be stopped out here. Stopped. Small loss. It's okay. Just trying to catch it. About blew my... Josh, your volume is a lot higher than Cole. About blew my speakers out. Talk about wake-up call. Josh, are you on the mic? Let me go ahead and actually unmute you.
Really good. Yeah, you guys always like when I'm really loud, so I turn my volume down a little bit, guys, and I'll make sure I'm not.
Yeah, so there, the first trade did not go well. I was going to look to scale in, so I only went in with a little bit of my size, so that's okay. That is okay.
Right now, guys, it's BLPH, ELPH. All right, watch this over BWAP over 377. I'm taking a small little position on BLPH. Stops under 350, 500 shares. Potential pop of BWAP for potential 377 break. Again,
Let's see if this can pop over. Again, guys, on TikTok, come over to YouTube. I can see you can see my screen, and we can actually trade. It's hard for me to see your guys' comments, and if you guys want me to look at anything, it's hard because I'm looking at my chart. So make sure to come over to YouTube. I'm also trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I know we can do that. We're around 150 away. Let's go ahead and not really liking BLPH again. ADGI dumping. Tried to scalp it on the bottom for the potential pop back up to 5, 15, 20. Did not happen though, so it's okay. We are going to nice higher low. I'm not liking these upper wicks. These upper wicks in the 1 minute are scaring me. Those upper wicks on the 1 minute are scaring me a little bit. That's a good mindset. Here we go. Thank you guys for the follow. And if you guys could give the stream a like, I would really appreciate it, and come over to the YouTube. Haven't really ADGI. I've taken one trade. It was a loser. Scale it in with around 1/10 of my position. It was a loss, so I only lost a little bit. Did you see WOT? No, it didn't. It didn't pop up. It's not working. Didn't pop up on a stock that's on. GNFT. Again, not liking anything at the moment. SPRB is popping up. Here, I can move my mic closer. Not a fan of this at the moment, but we might be able to get some more movement here. I want to see some more. We do have some pretty good volume. Yeah, I'm not liking WTT. I'm going to go ahead and remove that from the watch list. What about ALZN? ALZN is getting a nice movement. These upper wicks I do not like at all. But ADGI, what is that doing? Potentially looking for a bottom. Let's see if we can get a nice pop up with a higher low. BLPH is these upper wicks. Looks like it's going to pull back. Potentially, if we can hold these wicks level and not make another intraday low, we might be able to continue higher. But it's just extremely choppy right now. GNFT, not a huge fan. Things are looking choppy at the moment. Besides, I mean, ADGI is not super choppy. It's just losing a bunch of momentum. We are pulling back into this level. I would like us to hold 13. If we don't hold 13, I'm probably not going to look at this. Buy QQQ and SPY calls right now. Ugh. I'm not too sure. Might be able to catch a bottom, but Maybe a potential inverse head and shoulders pattern on the SPY. They're gonna rip. LOL. That's okay. That's your strategy. You got it. I'm gonna stick to my strategies. At the moment, I'm not really seeing anything that I like. Oh, we have BLPH looking like it's gonna crack now. Let's see. ALZN. Not a fan of anything right now at the moment, guys. Yeah, not a fan of anything. ADGI looking for a bottom. BLPH looking for it to crack, but it's still super choppy. I'm not a huge fan of it right now. Right out of the gate, we have SPRB. Ugh. It is moving up, but I mean, it's not one that I want to keep like on watch at the moment. I really want to just, I guess right now our main stock to watch is ADGI. Pulling back, but I would like to find a bottom and potentially BLPH. Not a fan of this decreasing volume. SPY's at 59, 459, and QQQ is at 382. I will remember it. I hope you make a lot of money off that. Again, BLPH is just extremely choppy right now. I'm not a fan of it at all. Not a fan. Thank you guys for the likes on YouTube. And if you guys are on TikTok, come over to the YouTube. You can see my screen much better. ADGI. There we go. SPRB is moving now. Here we go. I'm looking for a pullback on ADGI for around maybe 292. Let's see. I want to start seeing a pullback here. Looking for a potential bull flag entry with the break of the trend line. Break this downtrend. We have room back up to 307 here, and then room to this previous high at 323 and that 345 level. Let's see if we can get a nice entry here. I want to see decreasing volume on this pullback. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see where we can pull back to. I want to see it pull back right to VWAP. I might look to start an entry here. Looking for, but I am anticipating it a little bit. So I want to have it find a bottom, and then I'll be able to put my stops. But I am anticipating. There's my first entry. Looking for it to continue to move. I'm not going to try to. I've been scaling in way too fast recently. What do you want? I'm on Think or Swim SPRB. Now, you can see which stocks. Hopefully, you can see what stocks I'm on in my bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Looking for the pop here. I didn't get the opportunity to scale in yet, which is okay. I think my stops now are below VWAP, below the 9 EMA. Let's see if this can hold. Looking for a little bit bigger of a pullback. Looking to come back, retest, maybe make another double bottom, or maybe make a higher low potentially on the tick chart. Let's see what happens. The stochastic is staying up in the high regions, which is good, which is a bullish sign. Let's see if we can hold this level at 293. 295, 294. I did miss my entry there, but I like that we have that decreasing volume. I'm going to go ahead and actually scale in a little bit there, see if we can get the break. Looking for the break there. Want more confirmation? See, I don't like this decreasing volume, though. That's unfortunate. I want to see some volume start to step in here. There, I want to see some volume start to step in. There it is. I'm looking for the break. Looking for the break. Come on, I know you want to break. There it is. I broke it, and I should have added. I clicked. I just saw the wick. That's unfortunate, but I'm still going to hold this. Decreasing volume, though. My stops are below. I want to see this start to get some volume here. There's the pop. There's the pop. Go and sell some there. Come on. I know. There's the pop. Come on, break it, break it. I'm going to go and sell more there. Get them. I like that volume. I'm going to hold a little bit longer. Who's the... Hey, Jerry. Yes, it's Cole. All right, I want to see a slight pullback here before we continue higher. I do like that. I did sell there. Oh, we're getting that even sharper pullback, which is unfortunate. And I'll go ahead and bring up my position right now. I'm up 35 on the day. Come on, I know you want to continue to pull. Make a new high. I'm going to sell another probably 100 here. I want to see it crack this 307, crack this 307 level. I want to see it pull up to like 312, 315. Let's see what happens. Come on, I know you want to. I know you want to. Slight pullback here. Let's see. Looking for the break at 307. Looking for it to break 307. I want to see a big buyer start to get taken out. I don't really see a big buyer or big seller, excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and sell another one here because it looks like we might be losing steam if we don't break here. I want to see it break. I want to see it break on this candle. If we don't break, I'm going to sell more. 10 seconds left. I'm going to go and sell a little bit more just because we didn't break on this candle. Just locking in profits when I have them. Looking for the retest now. I think I'm going to hold this a little bit longer. I want to see this have a slight pullback, decreasing volume. I like this decreasing volume pullback, and that tells me that there's not a lot of sellers. I want to see it hold this level. I want to see it hold this level. Decreasing volume, that's what I want to see. If we do not hold this level, I think I'm going to cut it. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. There we go. That was a very good break. Let's a nice pullback, decreasing volume. Let's see if we can hold this 9 EMA, get it squeezed back above that 307 level. Break below this, I might have to cut it. I want to see buyers start to take it in. I want to see a nice, we're getting increasing volume. If we can see a nice shooting, oh, nope. Close below. I'm putting a hard stop in the system at my break-even price. I do not want to turn this into a losing trade. So, or at my entry price. There's a nice move, bull flag. Yeah, did they do well? Oh, whoa, my stopped in a trigger. There it is. 296. There it is. Wow, it triggered pretty, not terrible, but that wasn't the best trade. It didn't scale out how I wanted to, which is okay. Should have scaled out more at 307. This decreasing volume candle should have been my first sign to sell a little bit more, and that was my first price target 3. I should have taken half there, but it's all good, all good. Again, that was a nice 3% trade right there. Let's go ahead and see ADGI. PLPH is absolutely dumping. Not a fan of that. We have GNFT absolutely ripping. This is the top stock to watch at the moment. We're breaking that downtrend, looking for a retest here. I would not be buying right now. We're looking for retests. RSI is oversold, or overbought, excuse me. There was that dump. Would not be buying it. I would not be a buyer at this point. We have that large upper wick with increasing volume. Be careful. That's our first warning sign that this could reverse. That large wick with increasing volume. Might be coming into a resistance level at 470. We are. Maybe look for a dip buy off VWAP potentially. Again, I've used up my capital, so I'm just really commentating, help you guys. If you guys are interested in it. Josh made some back. He's only down 800 now on the day. That's good. That's good. I mean, not good that he lost, but good that he made some back. Very light volume on this pullback, which is what we want to see. Potential 90 EMA bounce and VWAP bounce, so be careful. Watch out for those. SPRB, again, that sharp pullback. ALZN, not really moving. I'm going to go ahead and delete that off the watch list. Again, oh, it's GNFT. That is the stock we want to watch. And good entry would be around 457. $4.57 right to the penny. Got some nice bullish reaction off that. Still decreasing volume to the downside, which is exactly what we want to see. Not too shabby. Hey, good for you, my man. Hey, what's up, Joey? Let's go ahead and look at Riot. Woo! Broke that downtrend. Topped out at around 45. Yeah, we've decreasing volume to the downside. Might see more room higher. Not really seeing anything. I wouldn't want to catch a falling knife or anything at the moment. So it's not a good point to entry. But I honestly, I mean, I don't want it to. If we see it break 20 or this previous low, I mean, we're going to come down to 1650 potentially. So, I mean, if you believe in it long term, I think it'd be good still to hold. But I don't know. We had some hype, and it looks like it is falling back. Crypto? No, I trade stocks, trade equities, and then I invest in crypto. We have BLPH absolutely dumping. We have GNFT. There's the nice bull flag, a potential nice higher low. Might have room to crack higher, but I don't like all these upper wicks. These upper wicks are scaring me. Anybody like ADGI for the red to green move? Let's go ahead and look. Oh, we have a halt as well. ADGI red to green move made possible in the 5-minute. Yeah, very well. I think it could. I want to see it get back above this 200 SMA on the 5-minute with a higher low. And yeah, that also might look on an inverse head and shoulders pattern on the 1-minute. So yeah, I think that's definitely a possibility. Excuse me. We have SDS. SDS halted. Was it halted? Yeah. I don't know if halted up. Well, we are moving up. We're only up 2% though, and we have IMMX already halted. I missed it. Halted up and rug pull. Moved from 350 to 450, moved a dollar, which is nice. SPRB. Looking for a potential nice move. It might just be a stronger pullback. We'll have to see what happens. ADGI. We possibly have an inside candle, which is a first sign of a reversal, potentially. So let's see what happens there. We've BLPH just dumping. I'm going to go ahead and delete that off the watch list. We've GNF. Oh, there was the break. Nice bull flag. With the break, we're sitting at $5. Break over 5, guys. We have room up to $5.50 and $6. 507 is the level. We're starting to get decreasing volume in this with upper wick. Not a huge fan of that. I would be waiting for a potential retest. I would not be buying right now at this moment. Thanks, Josh was up 5 cents per on BLPH. Woo! BLP ADGI. Now we have increasing volume on a potential doji candle. That's that's not good. Looking for a pullback. First warning bells. Big Bitcoin shorts getting liquidated somehow right now. What is Bitcoin doing? It's pumping if the shorts are getting liquidated. So you mean the longs are getting liquidated? Since it's dumping. This is exactly, I tried to make a video on it last night that we're gonna dump, but TikTok wouldn't let me post it because it had a chart for some reason. SPRB, ADGI. Again, right now I'm not really liking anything at the moment. Let's go ahead and check our scanners again. We have VMAC on the breakout scanner. Terrible price action. We also have SNDA for the higher day momentum scanner. No. GNTF moving. Yep. Back at that 490. Yep, there's the move lower. We had a nice double top on the tick. Looking for it to actually crack this level and come down a little bit lower, maybe down to the 90 EMA potentially. SPRB, looking for a potential double bottom. Not really liking anything at the moment. I'm looking for ADGI to just hold at a level or find a bottom before moving higher. Bearish reaction, no supply. Possibly could be a nice reversal here. Let's see if it can hold this level of around $13. GNFT. Someone said FDA for CBIO. So let's look at CBIO. CBIO is moving. Today we had Catalyst FDA, access data listing shows orphan drug designation, treatment for bleeding episodes in patients with hemophilia A. Okay, so they got some good news with FDA. That's a key word. We are up 13% at the moment. I'm not a huge fan of trading this small of a stock. Looks like it is making higher lows though on the tick. So let's see if we can make a nice ascending triangle break. We need this to continue to move up and not have a pullback, but it is, these upper wicks are a little bit scary. Not wanting to take it. GNFT is looking like a nice pullback, potential wedge, bull pennant. I'm not a huge fan of bull pennants, but variable possibly. And we do have really high volume on this doji, which is not what I want to see. That's a sign that we could possibly break lower. Yep. And it was confirmed. But still very choppy, just kind of popping. There's the false breakout to the downside. Is now ripping as the rug pulls is just unreal. Unreal. Again, another rug pull. Just not, the market right now is just not something that I like. Market, we're just having to get used to it probably. Just adjust. With SPRT, you got to remember, take your profits quick. You got to scale out quicker, be more aggressive with scaling out. That's what I have to work on. Yeah, it's a very, very sharp rug pull. We have SRTS hitting the breakout scanner. Okay. Copy, but not really liking it. APVO is high day momentum. Nope. Again, all these stocks are really choppy. Don't like to trade choppy stocks. Might be looking to actually start a wedge pattern for SPRB. I'm going to go off the wicks. So let's see if we can hold this level here. Hold this, maybe break out to the upside. That might be a good opportunity for for us to have a nice break. Let's go and take a Fibonacci retracement as well. See if that's the low. We pulled back right to that 61.8 fib level, which is very, very good. Give us a potential price target here. That other 61.8, which is that 330, which is right around that previous high or those resistance levels. I'm going to go ahead and adjust this to up. Again, at 330, those previous highs. So that is a potential price target that we have if we do break this wedge to the upside. So let's see if we can hold this level. You know how much bear meat is baited? So much. I'm confused. I am confused. We do have some volume, increasing volume now in this level from around 291 to 294. Let's see if they can continue to hold this. But the SPY, what's the SPY doing? Made 29,000 on the QQQ trade and 11 on the SPY. Woo! Good for you, my man. That's awesome. ADGI double bottom maybe set up for reversal. Ooh, let's take a look. Yep, I like that double bottom on the tick chart, double bottom on the 1 minute, and a potential. We're getting a nice higher low. This is the previous low. Maybe a nice pivot low potentially here. Not the cleanest, but again, I want to see some increasing volume with a close above that previous high. That would be ideal, or a close above 1388. That would be a good confirmation. Now above the 9 and 20 EMA. Looks like we're just moving down, sideways, down, sideways, down, sideways. Now we are looking like I want to get confirmation with the close above 1386 for confirmation that we're going to be bullish. Like we're also kind of cupping a little bit. Not it just kind of looks like the sellers are just losing momentum. Buyers are absorbing it now. Stochastic is on the top. Let's see if the stochastic can stay up there for that momentum to continue. This price action on the tick chart is just not what I want to see. I don't like this increasing volume or this sideways channel. It's just very, very choppy. And that increasing volume on this small spread would have been your first sign to get out. Because again, this is your cause. Your volume is a cause and the price action is an effect. If you have a high cause, you should have a high effect. We had a high cause in this candle. The effect is the same as the previous candle. So that is our first sign that something is not right. The market, the price does not match the volume. So there's an alarm bell. It's like, oh, something's not right here. Let's do the same change rate. Let's go to 0. Let's just do the volume. We have increasing volume on ADGI. Again, we had a close over. We did not close over that previous high. So I want to see a strong close over this 386, 1386, 1387 level. Get a confirmation. See if this can start to move. This increasing volume is not what I wanted to see on this candle. If we don't break this high at 1380, oh, there it is. There it is. There's the confirmation. Look for potential retest down to 1388, 1380. Oh, nope. We're just going to absolutely rip potentially, but it could still pull back and retest this level for a nice dip entry. And if you're in, good for you. Good for you guys. Again, I'm looking for that decreasing volume now. Or looking for a pullback for potential entry on ADGI. I would not buy at the top right here. Increasing volume, lower spread. The cause is higher, but the effect is lower. Doesn't match. There was the retest. Let's see if we can maybe retest a little bit more. If we go ahead and take a fib. GNFT, oh, topped out at $5, pulled back. That's why I'm not a fan of bull pennants. Wasn't the best bull pennant either. We have SPRB, broke the wedge pattern. Not a fan of it. Looks like we might come up and retest before continuing lower. I'm actually going to delete this off my watch list. I'm not really seeing anything that I like at all. We have X4. What's going on with X4? X4 is moving. What's the news? I don't really see it's a price target from 10 to 15, or to 10 from 15. So buyback of 15 billion shares. Price target to 11 from 21. So the price target is being lowered, but we are still getting some bullish action. Let's see. Very, very sharp move lower for GNFT. Again, ADGI. Here's that pullback, decreasing volume pullback, which is what we want to see. There's that pullback right into this level. This is a potential good dip buy opportunity. GNFT. I'm really not a fan of anything right now. Just kind of slow again. It's Friday. Fridays are slow. It's also triple witchenings or whatever they call it. So I'm assuming it's going to be more volatile, and also I'm sure traders aren't trading. Some traders probably have rules not to trade on triple witchening. Again, the ADGI did not hold that level at around 380, 88, 386. So but again, it could just be a nice higher low from this previous low, nice double bottom. Let's see if it can hold and start reversing here. Again, it might start popping off towards 11, 11:30, maybe even 12. What stock is this? This is ADGI. We're looking for it to hold this I don't want it to break this previous low of around 1302. If it can hold 13, make a higher low, potentially room back up to this previous high at 14. We'll see what happens though, or 1450. How's the SPY doing? Booked again, 382. Awesome, my man. Glad that you were able to capitalize on the SPY and QQQ. The bid ask net change. I want percent change. Whoops. Oh, they're not the same. Again, ADGI is pulling back, break the slow. Not a huge fan of it at all. Oh, yep, we have BLPH. It is moving back up to 3. Let's go and take a look at it. BLPH. Ugh. And I do not like this price action whatsoever. Guess that trend line works. That's why I have my trend lines that go extend all the way across my chart, because like sometimes you'll be using a trend line pre-market and you'll come into it and actually acts as support or resistance intraday. Let's see if we can make a nice higher low here. Maybe a nice bounce off 3 with the break of this trend line. That would be ideal. For an ideal entry. QQQ moving up. This decreasing volume is not something I like on the 1 minute. We do have increasing volume on a doji candle though on the 5 minute, which is a bullish sign. Might want to look for a nice double bottom. As long as we don't break that previous low, we can continue to move higher. ADG I buy at 13. I think possibly, as long as it doesn't break that level. As long as it doesn't break that level. I need to spend weekends on TOS. Yes, this TOS, there's so much. I haven't even checked out the Learning Center education. I don't even know what it is. Does it just tell you about this, about the chart, or about what's going on technically, like about how to set up your TD Ameritrade? I have a video on my YouTube if you do want to set it up. And I can get you the link if you would like to do that for day trading. But I'm also going to update it here soon. This is a little outdated is when I first started making YouTube videos. The tech sector is dumping. Any good deals? I am not too sure. Send link. Let me go ahead and grab it. Buy crypto. Yeah. Copy link address. All right, that's the video. It should be. Let me go ahead and click on it, make sure it brings it to you. Yep, there it is. There it is. He gets all of them. LLQQ is a good deal. Tell him. Yeah, QQQ is a good deal. For the tech, you're saying, oh, we did make a new low, but it did close back below, or closed above. I'm not really huge. I'm not a large cap trader. I'm more of a mid cap to small, low cap. So it's definitely not my expertise, and I don't want to say anything that's not correct. GNFT, X4. Again, nothing's really playing out how I like it. I mean, we have PLBH, maybe a nice inverse head and shoulders pattern with the break. I would like us to see us close above 309, 310, ideally above that 220-day S or EMA, and potentially above this previous high. It looks like we closed right at that, or right at 310. Let's see if we can break here. I like that increasing volume. very strong volume on this dragonfly candle, which is also a good sign to enter. You have a couple of reasons to enter this trade. Nothing's really looking like a good setup at the moment. We have X4 dump, broke previous high, nice double top. BLPH, again, this just pulled back. We broke above that previous high and then just a pullback. Again, we had that 80 GI pump and then just absolutely get demolished. Let's see. Let's check our scanners one more time. We have CONN. Not liking it. The volume is very small. I don't like trading stocks that have under 1 million in volume. Watch for bullish scam wicks very soon on the QQQ. I'm guessing. What else are you saying? Bear markets are super trapped right now across all markets. Everything. VASF Tech, I believe. VASF. I believe that was a ticker. We have we're looking at tech. I'm not too sure. Pullback. Hopefully we can bounce off the 200 SMA. Not a huge fan of we're building up on it. If we do break this previous low, I do think we're going to come down lower, probably to 415, 400. Which is definitely something that I do not want to see. Hey, QQQ, you got it. You pumped. 3830. Man, you absolutely killed that one. That was a good entry. Up $1 a share. That's great. At 1 point. UEPS. On the 1 minute, we had high volume in that candle. Again, the volume is pretty small. I'm not a huge fan of that. We are up 20%. On the 5 minute, increasing volume on a doji, that's usually a sign of a bearish momentum or a bearish move lower. Again, we could be building up for a nice bull flag on the tick chart. We'll never know. The volume weighted price is moving up, so that's good. But it also is more people are looking to sell at this level. Just missing the volume today to move stuff. Yeah, it is important. It's Friday and it's triple witchening, so people will be slow on Friday, and the triple witchening just adds on top of it. So we kind of expected it to be slow. Nothing's really popping up. Been scalping the pops. Awesome. You've been crushing how many pops we've been popping. We gap up. What's the news? I don't really see any news, but we are moving up. We have 3x relative volume. ADGI, really high volume on this candle. Oh, nope, never mind, that was a while. A long time ago. We did have this low. We did close above. Let's see if we can get back above this high at 1360. If we can break above this 50 SMA, that'd be ideal. Be more confirmation to break up to that 1450 level. We have GNFT again, that higher low, but I'm not liking this bear. It looks like a bear pennant potentially. A decreasing volume to the upside, so it does look like to me that we have more room lower. We have X4, we have BLPH. I have a small account, so it's 5 to 10 cents or shares each. Wait, been scalping the pops. Hey, it's all good. I got a small account too as well. I'm at the break-even stage of trading. I've only been trading for around 6 months. In the markets, real markets, for around 3 to 4 months. So I've only been trading for very, very small, and I'm at like the break-even stage. And when I'm not disciplined, I do lose money. But I'm working on it. ADGI, I don't like that increasing volume to the downside. That's definitely something that don't want to see. ISIG. Whoa! We're absolute halt levels at 2382. 2380. Looks like we might start to get halted. Look for stacking on the level 2. Let's see. This is awesome. What's going on here? No news. No news. We got to be careful here. The volume is up, but we still have barely any volume compared to the average. The daily volume, looking for a pullback on the tick chart. Looks like it's happening here. Now we're getting some action. Let's see. I wonder what the short float is on this. ISIG. We've been trading this before. There's the pullback, guys. You got to be careful of the rug pulls. Very light volume, though. That's what I like to see. Very light volume. The volume's starting to increase. The rug pulls today. It's Friday. Witchening. People are scared. It's unfortunate. Halt level to the downside is at 1996. 1996. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if this can hold. Looks like it was just looking for the pop over 20 or over 50. Let's see if that's a key level. Oh yeah, I was getting the pop yesterday. Same pop. It popped up till around 10:30, pulled back until around 1 o'clock before moving higher. Popped over that level. Again, popped over this previous resistance at like, we were getting just a lot of volume starting to come in. Popped up these upper wicks. So let's see if we can hold this level at 20 bucks for ISIG. Hold this level. Maybe the next few hours, we might be able to see this bottom and continue to move. Green scam wicks are coming, bear pleb. I'm not too sure what green scam wicks are. You're probably just calling it a different name than what I do. Oh, I need to turn off my mirroring. I think my mirroring is off. There it is. That's much better. That's better. Green scam wicks. I'm not too sure. Can you explain that? This is what IC does. It is a great stock if you can catch it. I've traded it many times, mostly lost. Yes, same here. I've traded it. It likes to dump. It likes to dump pretty quick and hard. I'm assuming it's a low float. It's not on the scanners anymore, so it's low. But yeah, if it can move that quick, it can definitely. It looks like we are gearing up to break lower. It seems like we're having a potential bear flag on the tick. It means savage whale pumping. Huh. Scam wick is just the reference to the exchange trading volume in equity that fades people. Okay. Some wick, so it's more of a technical. You're saying. Can you point out an example? Can you tell me a time and when it was so I can look at it? Definitely. I'm always willing to learn something new. Awesome. 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 Thank you. Just learned my lesson. Gave back my profit. Yes. Was it on ISIG? Yep. It's unfortunate. It's so quick, so fast. It's very, very, you have to have a tight stop. It's very, very unfortunate and very just not the market that I like. Down 5K for the day. Ooh, that's a tough loss. Do you have a max loss that you have to lose and then you're done trading for every day? Down, because I mean, right now I would not be trading in this market if you're like that. I think just come back on Monday, come back ready to attack the markets. EST 1 hour scam wick, QQQ. Let's look. Awesome. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and look at some scam wicks. We have QQQ. 12:15. 1 hour. Okay. Where's 12:15 1 hour at 150. It's not on the one green scam. I'm not really seeing what you mean. We have a pivot low right here. Maybe that's what you're calling a green scam. Decreasing volume and then just a pop on the QQQs. Let's go and look at a 10-minute. Let's see if that gives us a little bit better. We have the 12:15. Oh, here we go. 15:14. Here we go. Spry trying to downtrend, trying for downtrend and VWAP. Oh, you're talking at like there's one at 4, or there was one at 2. Yes, the giant pops. Those are scam wicks. You're talking about this here. Let me bring it closer so I can get something. Maybe we can learn something. You're talking about this wick. Those are the scam wicks. Yeah. Okay, that I've never heard them call them that. The scam wicks. Ah. Yeah, I definitely know, like, it's just the market makers testing. Is that the market makers testing where limit orders are, how the market's reacting to that price action if they get filled? Oh, you're talking about the collective whales pump. It's not just chance. Okay. Potential inverse head and shoulders. AMC trying to go. I just removed AMC. Let's go and look. AMC is moving up 13%. Wow. Very high volume. I like it. Maybe a nice pullback here. Let's look where we can, again, this is the retest that we're having. And we're going to have some resistance, maybe a nice pullback down to 27. Then we're going to have some resistance at 30. For AMC, we have SPRB. Possible inverse head and shoulders pattern. We were kind of cupping inverse head and shoulders pattern on the tick chart as well. Maybe it's a more of a, it's on the 10-minute, 1 minute. Yep, and on the 1 minute too. I like that. I want to see a close above 284 for confirmation. And then we have the SPY trying to break a downtrend. Oh, the SPY absolutely was moving. That was a good bounce off 358. Let's see if we had that level. Again, that 358 right on that 50 SMA. We were calling that earlier in pre-market, and this guy on TikTok was calling it. Let's go ahead and read what he's saying. When enough people have bet in one direction, the whales fade hard and then get away with cheating because there's no way to prove. They just decide to pump themselves. Mainly on Forex from, I will tell you, not just I will tell you, they baited enough people. So, all right, yeah, the scam wicks here's another scam wick on the SPY on the 15-minute at 8:15 this morning, popped up, and then just testing limit orders, testing who's there, and then immediately just it dropped lower. QQQ, we had some spam wicks, the upside here, it looks like. Red wicks or rug pulls, as you call them. There you go. No, well, those spam wicks, I don't even know what they're called because I've seen those where it pops up and immediately goes back down to the price. I wouldn't call those upper wicks or whatever rug pulls. They're scam wicks. I didn't have a name for them, but now I got a name for them. Thank you for that. We have ADGI just not looking good at all. We have GNFT, X4, meh, BLPH. Nothing's really looking good, guys. Move fast and hard. All right, guys, I do think I'm going to cut the live stream here. It's 10:40 in the market. Everything's really slow. We made one trade on DGI off the bounce off this trend line. Did not get it. Cut a small loss. Only won with 10th of my position. Then we had another. I don't know which one I bought on. It was SPRB. We were looking for the break of this trend line. Broke the trend line, scaled in. We're looking for the pop. Didn't sell as much as I wanted to. At the top, I should have sold another 100, and then I had to cut once we broke this low at my break-even price. So we ended up with a small win of $10. You know, basically break-even day in all markets. Yes. Awesome. So, as always, make sure I have a trade plan, trade smart, and I will see you guys Monday morning inside of chat.